Hello there. It's Sunday, and I always think about it when I watch my video, and I always say hello. I always, say what day it is, and I never really say what my name is. And I think that's because my video channel name is I Am Joanne Howard. And so, unlike, Treasure Books, her name is Natasha, or Pam at the Paper Outpost, that's her name, but I don't know. But my name is Joanne, and I'm here to do a video that I think that I'm going to work from these paper bag bottoms. It's just regular paper bag bottoms. And if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I'm going to try and get myself into the habit of saying my name is Joanne, because maybe somebody clicked on it for the first time and they didn't really know. They just saw, the YouTube chosen thumbnail and they just clicked. But I'm trying to get acclimated to that, because I think that, I always say your channel name is I Am Joanne Howard, so it says who you are. So I think that's what that is. But today I'm looking at the bottoms of some paper bags, and I've been thinking about how in the world I can use these. One day I was just cutting up bags because I'm making gift bags for gifts, obviously, right? Gift bags, the gifts. And so I have all these bottoms all the time, and not necessarily from a shopping bag like this one is from the grocery store, and most of those are from either a grocery store or like a Dollar General, Family Dollar store like that. And if you don't have your reusable plastic, they only want to give you paper. So most of you, I think, know how to take a bag apart. So this is the bottom of the bag, and that's what I'm using. So I did not purpose to use but 5 pieces, and I already have them. They've been setting, and I've been kind of going over it in my mind. How in the world can I use this? But I got this bag because some of these, like this one, for instance, may need a little reinforcement because of the way I cut it off. This one is totally to the corner, and this one is off a little bit, and this is totally to the corner. So I was saying maybe I need a piece of bag to reinforce it some kind of way. I don't even know what I'm getting ready to do with this. I've never done this before. I'm very new to the journals, and I'm just going to see, because it's just paper, right? So, and then it's trash. So you don't really have a whole lot that you're going to waste, except a little bit of glue, I'm thinking, and maybe some scrapbook pages. Maybe. That's it. So this bag was purposed to be reinforcement, which means that I'm going to cut this open so that I can use the reverse sides or just the inside of the bag, which means this part, okay? Because that's probably going to be enough from both sides for reinforcement. And so how are you today on this Sunday? Hope that you are doing well, that you had a great weekend. And so I got this piece, and all of that is plain. I also have a couple of little, we used to call these penny cookie bags, right? We used to put maybe 15 cookies in here or something like that, or penny candy bags. So we got that one, and I got a next size one that I got some keys made in, so I'm going to use those, I'm thinking. I also have some brown paper, which is probably what you call recycled cardboard or something like that. Recycled brown bag napkins. Yeah, so I have these, and they actually was at a restaurant that I was at, and they had them, you know, at your leisure at the walk out of the restaurant. And so I'm going to use this one, I think, just for, I was thinking I don't want to take away the paper bag at all. I want the paper bag to be the cover. So I want to use the neatest one, I think, and make that just the cover for the bottom, or the cover like this, you know. But this one has ink, and I wanted it to be plain. So this is the one that had less ink. And this is the only one that doesn't have any ink. So it's very, very thin. And I was saying, how can I reinforce it and it still be this? You know? So maybe we will have to use like that. And it becomes strengthened that way. It takes away from that, so I might have to use it on this side, because this is the whole idea of the project, to use the bottom of the bag. So that's where I'm at. We're going to use some glue stick just to glue these kinds of pieces down. Oh, let me move this for a minute. So these sketch pads are also what I'm going to be using as the fill paper for the signatures. This one is like eggshell, and this one is a little more, like I said, manila. So we're going to use these as our signature papers. And then I also chose these scrapbook pages. I got 5 of them from 2 different books. And I pulled them because when I opened it, I started seeing, like, I think it was this one was the first one. And then underneath it was this one. Then I got that, and I found that. And I went to another book, and this is a 12 by 12. These are 8 by 11. And I said this goes good with that because it's flowers, and it goes with that little green print right there. So it helps it out. And then you got this, and maybe we can put that as a focal point on the cover. So that's something else that we have. I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to keep gluing these pieces down on this one, and try and keep those all, you know, together in a way that helps this to be the cover. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm excited about it because I've been thinking over it and thinking over it and thinking over it. And I said, listen, let's just give it a try. Now, I'm going to close this because I still have some in here that I need to kind of scrape out and use up. And while I'm needing to get down in the crevices of these corners, then I use my bone folder to help me, you know, to get these pieces of glue out of this when I can use it for something that helps me real good. So we'll just do that. I could have used the wet glue, but I want it to not be too moist. So we just scrape all this out and use as much as this old stick up as we can to try and put this all down real good. And then we can move on because there's a lot of flaps, which I thought was good for, you know, maybe tuck spots or, you know, something. I don't know. We're going to see. We're coming together with a new project. Maybe somebody's done this before. I just haven't found their video yet. So I said I'm going to try and make some good use out of this trash, because this is, you know, just always the ends of it, and it's just going in the trash. So why can't we try and make a little journal out of it? So that's what I'm going to work on. So all of these seem to be okay now. And then I'm going to put this. I wasn't going to use this for this, but we will, because it's another piece somewhere on this bag, and we can just go that way. Let me see if I fold this a little bit, not too much. Let's see. Just put a little fold in there like that. This bone folder, crease that real good, and let's see. I'm trying to see if I can, you know, do something with this jagged edge here. That's all. Roll that off and put this here. And see if that helps, you know, to make that a little bit more neat. Okay, like that. And we'll put it down this way. See what I mean? That's what I was just thinking about. And then that piece will be like that, not too far over. Okay, so like that. And that should be okay like that. All right, so I wanted to get also my, what you call it, it's wood glue, and I didn't get that, but I'm gonna get it in a second. I just want to trim this little not so even edge off so this can be flat and not curled up. All right, and then we'll get this piece off while we're here. And I know this is going to be a 2-part video. I already know that, because I don't even know what I'm doing, and I know that it's got to have something to help it become, and 1 hour is not going to be enough time, especially when you don't know what you're doing and you're just trying to give it a shot and come up with something. So that's where I am with that. All right, got this in there. Okay, and now we'll get these little rough edges off. And then right here. Okay, so now that's pretty straight, and we got that. That's what we've got. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that wood glue. Hold on, let me grab that, because I didn't even think to get it. So this is what I'm talking about, and it grabs real fast. It's not that thick, but I don't know, it responds to paper the way, this kind of paper, the way it does with cardboard. So we're going to use this with this little finger smushing and get this all put together on this edge. You don't need too much, because it's definitely going to grab it real fast, and once it goes down, you can't pick it up. So we get a little bit, come on across here. You just got to make sure that when I put it down, it's in the right spot, because you can't get it back real quick. Like the school glue or the clear glue. You can't. It just don't even work like that. Okay, so we got that. Put a little bit in there just so that can have something. And then we are ready to set this piece down that I folded over to create an edge there. And that's that for that side. And it's just going to make it a little more sturdy. See? You can pull it up just a wee bit, but it ain't very much. Okay, and then we're going to try to see, can we, it's not even even, it's even on this. Let me see if I can get it. Nope, can't get it. I knew it, but I can't straighten this edge up, which means it's fine. We'll just have to just cut around it and help it to make sense for us. All right, so let me set this here, put this on here for a minute so I can make a nice crease for this. See if that's even. Come back a little bit. That might be all right like that though. Let me see. Yeah, that should be all right. So we'll leave it just like that, and I'll put a little bit of this in here instead of the glue stick. Lay that down for me, and then we'll glue from the middle over. Okay, that should be all right. And then smush some of that in there and come around. Where's my glue board? Because I don't want that all over my mat. Because when it dries up yellow just like it looks. And I don't want it to be on my mat. Alright, so let's come around here and get on these edges. Alright, and then we'll come here and let's rub this all on here. I gotta use another finger because I have a little cut on the inside of my cuticle here, and this glue is so tacky that it is stretching it a little bit, so it's hurting a little bit, but will survive. I just want to make sure that I spread this out a little bit so it can be drying before I put it down. Alright, and it is. See how dry that is? My finger dry right there. Okay, so now, alright, and then we'll rub that. Let me make sure this is off on the edge. My finger is fine. It'll dry up in a second. Then we got that. Okay, now that's nice and thick. It's thicker, way thicker than what I had. And since this is lifting, I'm going to just put a little bit under there and then hold that down. All right, now this is our bottom piece. So let's set that for a second and let that set up so it can get some of this air from the fan that's blowing. That's what you hear in the background. The fan is blowing. And put that top on. And for these, I'm going to reinforce a little bit of these corners with some of this bag. I'm going to cut, let's see. Cut this off and come all the way around. I use these parts of the bag to make name tags and to make the holding spots on the gift bag that holds the handle in place. So that's how I get to the bottom of the bag. I think I have a video up here on my channel in the early parts of my channel. So that would be in 23 somewhere of how I make a gift bag. And so I use all of this and I cut like this and make a tag out of this. Make it nice and neat, and then to, from, like that. And then I use it here and glue it down and put a second one right here, and then the handle loop is inside like that. And so that's why this becomes something that I use. Okay, so for here I'm going to try and put this maybe on this part like this, and I don't need that much. I might put a piece on the outside and the inside so that it can be all right. So I guess put it all up here to the edges, stick it all down on here like this, and then we don't really need too much on here because it's not the problem. The problem is on that corner and that corner only. And so maybe we might need a piece, maybe not. So we'll put this down and leave that alone because it might be okay now. I might put two pieces there on top of each other so it can just be a little thick and it can be all right. Maybe about right here. And about right there, a little bit more, and set that on top of that. And it's okay because it's just going to be inside and the signature will be there. And then we'll do one over here like that. Okay, so let's get us another little square, and we'll come up here like that. Let's cut two at the same time so we won't have to go through all of the other part again. And then we'll use maybe this much. And that's okay like that. And it's got a little teeny fold right there, so I'm going to cut that off. Alright, let's cut that off. And then we'll add some glue to the top part again so it can stick right here on, not the edge because that's going to get cut off, and then put this here and put all of that right there and set it down. Then we get a little bit more and put it right there and put some on top for the next piece to set on it so it can be kind of reinforced. Alright, and that should be okay, I'm thinking, because when I trim it up it should be alright. Okay, and then that's what it looks like so far. Just a little bit up here. Just put some of that on there, and that's okay. So we got that. Let's check this one. This one ain't too bad. It's got a little cut there, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, as long as this part is okay, it should be fine. And I'm just worrying about things that, you know, like this. This is torn, so we'll just get a little strip and put that on top of there like that. And set that down. It's too much. And then we'll set this on top of there. Let's get a little bit on the whole thing. Alright, now that should be good. Put that right there. And we'll cut the extra piece off. Oh, this piece right here might need some help down here. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, let's snip that. We can use the bottom portion of this right here. Okay. And set that in there. And that's okay like that. And then when we snip that off. That'll be okay. Now we need a piece over here. Okay. Using all these pieces that we already trimmed and did all these things to. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and set this on top because it's still here. It's just cut. Let's make this a long one. It's okay. Let's put it together and then set it on there like a band-aid. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so that should be all right. And then check this piece. So sticky. Sticky, sticky, sticky. All right, let's get a little bit more. I'm still using the same finger that's starting to hurt. All right, and now that should be okay. We'll come back to that one. And then this one, this has a little cut here. It's a little one. We'll put that on there. This one don't match, but it's okay. It's still brown paper bag. Everything's all right. It's going to be fine. Just put that on there. Get a little bit from all the edges. All right, and put this on. Wait, put that together. Put it together. And then we got that. All right, so now we got all those pieces. And then now I only was going to use 5, but since I had to take that bag apart, I guess it won't hurt to add this piece to it. I guess it won't. I only counted out 5 pieces in my mind, and for signatures I said I'll probably use 5 pieces of paper, maybe 4, and then 5 folded over will make 10 to a signature, or you know, one of these leaves, okay, a leaf. And then we'll peel all this off. It's easy enough to pick glue straight off your finger and keep right on going. Once it's sticky and everything, it cleans up real easily. Roll it right on off and everything. Drop it in the trash box beside me, and that's the end of it. And whatever don't come off, it won't be a problem. We'll wash it off later, but you know, anybody used to play with school glue and put it in your hand right here, let it dry, blow on it, let it dry, then peel it, and you see your whole finger or hand imprint if you put it back here or in here. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. And in my early days of teaching, I used to put it on my little K4, K5 children. I put it on my hand right here, and then they want to peel mine. We want to peel it, Miss Howard. And then they peel it, and I say, ah, oh, oh. And then they say, don't cry, don't cry. We're not going to hurt you. So much fun. So much fun. So that's glue. All right, so we cleaned up pretty good. We finished with the glue mat. We're done with that for a minute, and maybe for the rest of this part at least, while we try and just do some trimming and get these edges flat. Okay, that's what we want to do, get all this curled up stuff off that we can't really use because it's not so neat. Okay, and all the bags are different sizes, so that might, you know, mean that we got to do a little bit more trimming when we put them together, but maybe not. It depends. So we'll take a look at it in a minute. Let's go ahead and get this part. All these curled up pieces don't help. Okay, and then move on. Move on, move on. Okay. I know somebody say, speed it up, speed it up. I don't have a speed it up feature, so sorry. Okay, then we have this. And let's get this stuff off of here. yeah, so what can I talk about? I don't know. All I'm focusing on is, you know, hurry up and cut this paper and let's get on with the show, because we need to hurry up. Okay, so we got that. And then, let's see. All right. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but in my thinking, I think it'll be cute. Just a little, you know, might be a little bathroom journal. When you go to the bathroom, you know, some of us go to the bathroom, take our Bible. You know, I know today it's all about your phone. You know, everybody's got to have the phone everywhere we go. But some people still read books, and this might be a nice bathroom companion type of journal that you can, you know, just leave on top of the toilet, on top of the, you know, toilet tank. And when you go in, you can have a pen and something to write in right there. Make it cute and, you know, just convenient. It's like it's made out of the same type of material as the toilet paper roll. You know, might make a nice bathroom companion journal. You know, you don't have to put too much in it. It ain't going to call for a whole bunch of decorating. I'm not going to do a lot of decorating to it at all. I might do some stamping. I said that edge would be fine because I had to cut this. So we'll see if it kind of evens itself out. And it did. It's not that bad. It's okay. A little jagged, but we can live with it. Okay. Let's see something here. And so it's just like a paper towel roll or toilet paper roll type of situation. And then come this way and take this edge off. And then I think we're all done. And I chose not to sew the signatures in this one because I wasn't sure. I said maybe I should, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll just use this stretchy twine here and bind them like that. All right, so I just want to kind of stand them up now, make sure they kind of work good together. Some we see a little bit hanging out. So we'll do some trimming from the side. Okay. And they don't have to be perfect, but let's lift this up a little bit. All right, let's see how tall. They don't look too bad. Just a little bit here. All right. And let's see. That's not too bad. It looks all right. And then we'll try it with the one cover piece. It's curling up so it's nice and dry. But we gotta make sure that you hear it? It's almost like cardstock. It's thick. Okay, so we gotta trim this one up a little bit. I might need to sew it. And then trim some of this off because it was a little lopsided. And trim this just a teensy bit. Okay, and then this part might have to just hide in the journal because it's not a whole lot I can trim off of it because it's curled, but it's glued. But that's not down all the way. As you can see, that's a pocket that I did not even want. So we got to fix that. Okay. All right, that should be enough. Drop that inside. And then come right on out to the edge. Make sure it's all the way to the edge. And that's that. Fix that real fast. And now we can look at, this glue is really good. I get this at the Home Depot. Tight Bond Original Wood Glue at the Home Depot. All right, and now let's see. Okay, sure. So that should be all right. Let's wet and leave my scissors open. And then let's see how this fits into this. I see this is setting up. I got to add a little bit of glue to it because we don't want that to be open like that. Okay. We don't want that to be open. All right. And so let's rub that on there. This one is down. You feel like it's coming up, but it's not. Okay. All right. All right. And so we got that. Now we'll put these in side of here and see what we got to do. Oh, they fit so nice. Look at that. That fits so nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. I think this piece here is a little bit, yeah, look at that. Very nice. Now, you know it's going to do the shifting when you fold. And then you have to trim all of that off because you want it to be all snug as a bug and everything. Bone folder, right here. And you want to be able to keep them all together. All right. And help them to play nice. So we're going to go ahead and do that one because it's the cover one. All right, and then that'll be nice and ready. We'll put all these playmates inside and increase them without the cover because the cover is doubled up and these are not. All right, and then we just want to make sure that they are all going the same direction with the words. Okay? Not upside down and everything. Okay. All right. So now all of that is good. No matter which ones, I don't think, because we reinforced what we could. And that's that. And so, yeah, that's what we have. I'll probably do it this way. Let's see, one, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. That's all right. And then the cover is light. So maybe it should go the other way, because dark, yeah, like dark, light, dark, light. Light, dark, light. That's a little dark light, and then this. Okay. What's that edge? That looked like something. I saw this. I kept trying to bend this out, but this actually looks like it's just too big for this bag right here. So let me just snip that off so it can fit better, and then I'll close it up because it's not sitting in there the right way. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Put that on there. All right. And that should be all right. That should be all right. Because that thing looked like something was like this. Like something is sticking out. And this is too. All right. Okay. Now should we be thinking of sewing? That's what I'm wondering. instead of, that's a nice book. That's a nice book. Instead of using that little stretchy twine. I don't know. So I'm going to pull some pages. I'm going to get one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12, and 12 is 24, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to start with 15 and see what we got. Okay, 15. We might get a few more. All right, and get 15 out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that's what we have. Let's see. Maybe we got teddies out individually, but we won't be recounting. Go slow, because it's okay. Maybe going to rip if you go too fast. Sometimes these things so old, they've been sitting in the thrift store, but whoever had them, this glue thing is probably old. It feels real hard, but I don't want to rip the page. Go slow. All right, so we got all 15 of those. Set that off to the side. And that one, and then we will, oh, look at that, the whole glue is with that. See, I told you they so old. They so old that the whole glue is still together like a tablet by itself. I'm thinking that the glue is still in the book, but nope, it's still attached. I gotta take them apart singularly because, see, the stuff is on here. All right, so singularly. Okay, let's practice the word. Singularly. Okay. Got stuff on there. And we're almost down. We're almost down. Okay, and so now we'll do it like this. It's still attached over there. Okay. Baby, I said it's still attached over there because I did test some of them, you know, to make it faster, but it's still attached to these strips of glue. All right. All this extra work. I know I could have done this off camera, right? But I'm making it up as I go. I'm trying to create a thing, and I don't know how, because I never did it before, but I like it already. I like the little book. The book looks cool. Okay. All right, and that's that. So we got 30 sheets. And we probably got to get some more paper. You do remember that I said that this is probably going to be, and I'm almost sure it will be, a 2-part video. So, yeah, we had 44. We haven't really done much of anything, right? I know somebody says that. We haven't done nothing. Okay. So So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sheets. I'm going to fold them in half and see how they fit. That's good, I think. I think that's good. It should be all right. I'll fold these in half. Okay. All right, so that's 1. And then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And do that again. All right, make sure they are even. And then we have 2. All right, and then we'll get 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's 4. That's 4. That's 4. Okay, that's 4. And then, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't know how this was gonna come out because I ain't even think about it. I just said 15 and 15. I ain't did no math. I ain't thought about it. Let's just get 15 and go with that. I don't really know. Okay, and now we got 5, I guess. Should be 1 because I got 30. Should be even. 5. Okay. Well, praise the Lord for that. Okay. All right. So now this is 5, but I put an extra 1 in. So now that's 5 signatures. That's 6. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, praise God. Math was never my good subject. I'm just saying, we know how to count the money, pay the bills, you know, get the change from the check. That's the end of it. Okay? I know somebody laughing, but that's the truth. Okay, now there we go. This is the cover. So in here, we would need 1, like that. And in here, we need another. And in here, we need another. And in here, we need another. And then that's the inside, and we need another. So this one we don't need, and it's okay. I said 5, but we got this, okay? So now what we're going to do here is we're going to take these all out. Okay, we lost 1. All right, we're going to keep these together, and then we're going to cut all of these at one time by marking it inside the signature, because this is the cover. I don't want to put paper in this one because I'm going to use those bags or something like that on here. I don't want to put paper in there. So okay, so this is going to go in here. We don't need all of them, we just need 1, and we need to see where we want to put it, how we want it to set. And I want it to set about right there, so it's not all the way to the edge, because it might not line up with all of the bags. Okay, so I'm going to mark it a little bit higher than that, like right here. Okay, with a pencil, and that's going to be my determining line. And then I'm going to set it back inside of all of these so I can know how I want it to look sitting outside of all of them. Like, I don't want the paper to be out there like that, because that's not okay. Okay, so we have to even up all of the bags and the paper. So let's even up the bags first. Where's my metal ruler? And just kind of get these babies all shuffled down in there some kind of way. And hold them. Make sure they in as far as you can get them. And then we're going to make this mat straight. Make sure that middle one is down before we do some cutting here. It's hard to do it because all those flaps. Okay, then I'm going to set this over here and line it up to a number, and that's a 7. And we're going to come right here to the 7 line, like so. That might look like a little bit too much to take off, but because we don't know where all of them are, we're going to leave it right there, and we're going to get our craft knife, and we're going to cut to make it as straight as we can get it. Go slow and keep cutting until we cut all the way through all of them. Okay, it still looks a little bit rough. All right, and now that should be okay, I think. Let's move that, retract it, turn it over and move that. And now all that is pretty straight. Okay, it's like this because all these have these things on there. So we can fix that later. But right now, we got all of this rough piece is off, and then we will go ahead and take that middle one and size up the paper to it so we can know where exactly we want to mark the paper to set inside of each one. So we're going to cut it right there, and when we cut it right there, it'll drop in, and we want it to be inside of here a little bit. So my pencil, I'm gonna say let's mark it about right here, like that, and that's where I'm gonna cut. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one on this line. Wait, let me do this part first because I don't want to lose this line. Cutting across, I might lose that line. So I'm going to go right about here and put this here. Again, we're still on the 7 line, but we got to make sure we see it all the way to the bottom. And let's move over. And that looks about straight. Wait, right there. That looks about right there. Okay, and that's where we're going to cut all this paper off, nice and slow. Flush up to the ruler, and then we'll go a couple of times until we get through. And now that's off, and then we'll move that, and then we'll come this way, and we'll stay here at this 7 line. Maybe we should go to the 8 line now because we don't want to keep cutting at the 7 line because is a self-healing mat, but we want to give it a chance to heal, right? So let's go in on up to the 8, and we'll cut right there. Wait, wait. Let's see. Okay, that looks about right. All right, and then we're going to cut right here. Okay, and move that, and this is what we have. Okay, now this becomes the template for the rest, like this. And then you just have to clip it so it don't move, and then just go ahead and cut it real slow. Okay, right there. Let's move these over. And then this way. Okay. And then we have 2. And we do that for all of them. And then we'll have it. And that'll be probably the end of this video. Okay. I learned how to do this kind of thing watching Pam at the Paper Outpost. I watch her channel the very most because she gave me hope in that I could do this. You can do this. We're just playing with our papers, and you can do this. Just take your time and just simply make it what you want it to be. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. Just make your craft your craft. And that ripped it from the back. See what happened? Because I pulled it. But we're going to survive. It's okay. It's okay. I pulled it. And you shouldn't pull it. You should just keep going with the knife. And it's okay, because I can go back and I can get those pieces off if I need to, and just go ahead and glue them on once I'm ready for them. It's okay. They over there, they're not going anywhere. Okay. And these paper clips, if you're looking for them, I got these at Temu. And it was 5 pieces, and I'm sure they were not more than $3, maybe 4 at the most. See, this glue has dried up and it's peeling by itself. So we'll get that part off, and the rest we'll get when it finishes peeling. Okay, let's go across here. Okay, so sometimes you cut again and it just moves with you, and then sometimes it feels like it's more paper there that you haven't come through, but it's okay. We got that, and this one is our last one. And I've been using that same original template, so all of them should come out even, or very, very close to even, because I didn't use a different one. I used the very first one for all of them. Okay, last one. And this one looks shifty, but it's okay. We're going to cut it off anyway. maybe all of them were looking like that, but I'm just noticing this one. It's time for me to change the point on this blade. I can tell because it's it feels pulley instead of just shaving straight through. So I have to change the point on that. But I should get through this one. All right, and this is not very flush up here. I see that. So I was not sure if I wanted to mess with it, but you know, we'll get it. It's okay. We got it. And now we'll get this nice and deep and slow. Okay. And there we go. And now we're done with all of our cutting of the signatures. And the original is still on top. And this is what we have. All of them are nice and even. And let's see. Wait. And this is what we have this way. It's a little bit off right there. A couple of them. But we won't complain. They pretty much look like they're good. So let's see what it looks like inside. Inside, it's like this. So we have a little bit at the top, just a little bit, and just a little bit at the bottom. And when it closes, it's inside the paper. That's what we were going for. So I'm going to make this the end of the first one, and I'll come back as this is uploading. I will be doing part 2 while this is uploading, and that will be maybe sewing them in. I think I'm going to just get the needle and the twine and sew them in, because I was wondering if it would work through this paper like this. So we're going to go ahead and we'll sew it in. So I'll see you in a minute. Thanks for watching. See you in a minute. Come right back.